what Daniel did. Daniel lived holy every single day. It was a lifestyle. My lifestyle is plant-based. I eat plants, and the only meat that I eat is fish because I'm Christ-like. I love Yeshua HaMashiach with all my heart, soul, and mind. I believe that that is the mediator and the circumference between God and man. And the fact that he fed the multitude fish, he knows better than we do. The fact that everywhere I travel to the healthiest countries in the world, they're eating fish. I was vegan for 3 years and I felt great, but I knew within me I was missing something. There was some type of molecule or something. I just didn't have the knowledge of science. So I went to study agriculture science. I went to study food science. I went to go study nutrition. I studied. I traveled. I talked to some of the best. And I looked at the body, the way it metabolizes, which is the process of turning food into energy. So there's a certain component and molecule that's found in fish that you can't find nowhere else. That's probably why Christ chose fish over giving everybody some fruits and vegetables and celery sticks. Why would he pick fish to feed 5,000 out of everything? He could have gave them matzah, he could have gave them figs, he could have just gave everybody wine, you know? So you have to think about the amino acids, the omega-6, 3, 9s, and 12s. Now, if people don't want to eat fish, that's good. I don't throw shade. We call it throwing shade, but the concept is called defending the antecedent, and I never want to do that. What I do want to do is get to the seed of the serpent to destroy the works of the adversary. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual. So we are mind, body, soul, spirit. There's 4 parts to every human being, and that's called a dichotomy. And a dichotomy starts with the letter D, because D is very important because it's the 4th letter. That's how they came up with an A1C, because the A is the number 1, and the Greeks call it alpha. In Hebrew, it's aleph. So when you understand the concepts of letters and numbers, the whole building block of the universe is built on letters and numbers, because everything was created by God's word. And if you study the word through etymology, you'll understand diabetes means to pass. Mellitus means sugar. When you're dealing with diabetes mellitus and you say, well, okay, we're talking about my pancreas, I need to worry about my pancreas. I need to worry about my sugar levels. I'm insulin deficient. I'm pre-diabetic, borderline, type 1, type 2, type 3.5, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It doesn't matter because your pancreas has no clue of what diabetes is. The word diabetes is Greek. They mixed it, the Latin word mellitus. It doesn't make any sense. It's a complex word, not a compound. So all of these years, in our 2-3 generations, 60 years, you're looking at people saying, I got to check my A1C, when God said, worry about nothing. I supply all your needs, because the concept is insulin, which comes from the pancreas. They're going to say dry mouth, thirsty, frequent urination, yada, 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 yada. But none of the symptoms have anything to do with your pancreas. Pancreas don't control your feet. It don't cause gout neuropathy. Again, your pancreas don't make you tired. Your pancreas don't make you dizzy and have a coma. High blood pressure and all of this stuff. What's high, what's low? Blood has no pressure. I'm a hematologist, carry my microscope with me everywhere I go. I'm looking at blood all the time. Blood is made up of 92% water, which is hydrogen, oxygen, hemoglobin. And then you got to look at the concept of your blood being platelets, which is iron and calcium. Once again, 4 parts to blood. The 4th letter is D, so that's why blood is called D, DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. The more acidic you are, then disease, the letter D for disease, has to go through a door, because the letter D represents door. D means door. In all languages, the letter D means door. Every door has 4 parts. There's a way that seems right. And wide is that door? It's a double door, a double negative, a double indicative. And what happens is, if you go that way, because it sounds good, it feels good, it sounds right, it looks right, it can lead to the letter D, another door called destruction. There's a door after that door called death. Why are we dying? The letter D, dying, death. Because disease and sickness dwells in a house, which is a temple that is acidic. So if you have an acidic diet, the letter D, diet, if you have a lifestyle that's acidic, you're going to have disease. Now, I've been diagnosed with cancer, which I don't believe in, and it didn't make any sense, because the doctor said I had 8 months to live with leukemia, stage 4. Stage 4 leukemia, cancer of the blood. They wanted to do chemo and radiation. Plus, I had this big old wound on my arm, and they said, oh, we got to cut your arm off. And this was in 1990, 95, going into 96. Interesting thing is, the doctors at Cedars-Sinai told my mom, it's called melanoma skin cancer, and it was the worst kind in Black people, very rare.
So Dr. Price,
Mhm.
Okay. So we're a little bit over time, and I wanted to, kind of like get you to wrap it up a little bit and give some like tangible things for people to just do at this moment, right?
Okay, do what
Because
I do. Do what I do. I was diagnosed with all of these diseases. What did I do? Started eating clean.
starting
It's
eating
a
clean.
testimony. And it doesn't just apply to me, it applies to all sick people. We're going to hear all of this stuff. And this message is very important because people are being diagnosed with diseases that they don't have. And that's why I'm saying all of this. I come from the background of the medicine. I was told to tell people your A1C is off. If your A1C is off, they're going to give you metformin. If you take metformin, you're going to have a whole slew of health issues because of the side effects. I want people that are listening and hear this. You all need to know water is the key. Water, water, water. Drink plenty of water. Water will flush your whole system. Now that's hydrogen, oxygen. Every organ in the body is looking for minerals, nutrients, is looking for elements that are essential to thrive. The best way to do that is like the brother before me said, eat from the earth, eat plants.
From the earth. Yeah.
You eat plants, you eat earth, you're going to be healthy. Now, if you all want to intermit any type of food that is meat, I would suggest fish. Fish is going to be the safest because the life of the flesh is the blood. We're not supposed to eat of strange flesh. And if you don't understand the scriptures, you got to go study. You got to exegete to understand what the Father was saying. So the life of the flesh is the blood. If you all come in contact with blood, then you're going to have health issues because blood is highly acidic.